Man. Yo, it's your boy Take a Home, man. I'm tapped in, man. What y'all on? I know it's 4 a.m. again, man. We back up with a 4 a.m. live. You know, can't really sleep up, Felt like, why not? You know what I'm saying? When I went live on my last live, some people had asked me to do a 063 BigDale story. And, you know, uh, it's deeper than, y'all can know with that, with him, So I thought that was a good topic and a good story to elaborate on. So I just thought I'd fulfill the people's wishes who was asking about 063 BigDale story, man. You know, um, First of all, I want to say I hope all my ox happen to prosperous. I'm tired, y'all. Prosperous Ramadan, man. Ramadan Mubarak to all the ones watching. Y'all know what's going on. It's so crazy, man, because Dale, first of all, let me just say this. R.I.P. Unc, man. R.I.P. Unc. R.I.P. I hate that it happened to him, and I hate that it had to be like that. Just such a random thing, such a random time, such a random sequence of events. So just to give a little back history on Dale, man. Dale know like all my uncles, my pops. He really from the low end. Like he claimed 063, that's the place he turned up at and sold drugs at, but he from the low end for real. You know what I'm saying? And because he from the low end, he a big GD, old school cat. Him and my pops and them grew up together. Him and my uncles, all them niggas, they ran together. Big Dale been getting money for a long time, man. Since the late, early 90s on phone. So, his reach, his tentacles go way back to different parts of the city. You know what I'm saying? And he was loved in different parts of the city. You know what I'm saying? On the low end, in Inglewood, Woodlawn area. He was loved in different places, you know what I'm saying? BDs, GDs, Stones, Foles. A lot of people love Dale, man. You know what I'm saying? He was known in a lot of different parts of the city. And I remember, my auntie, him and my auntie had been messing around with each other, man, like for a while. And, they got married, and he's been in my family for a while now. So, not only is he somebody from 63rd, but he's my uncle now by marriage, you know what I'm saying? So this is where me and him come in. He, started messing with my blood auntie. Like, this is not a fake auntie. This is my mother's little sister. So this is my real auntie. You know what I'm saying? And my auntie had suffered a loss of her husband prior to him. You know what I'm saying? She had lost her husband, or her BD, that she had been with her whole life, basically. You know what I'm saying? Which is my little cousin's her daddy. She had a baby before she met Dale. Well, she had a kid before she met Dale. And he with my uncle. And he had died of a heart attack out the blue. Like heart problems, the same type of issues, different reasons, same type of issues though. You know what I'm saying? Ironically. And, Dale had, picked my auntie up when she was down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and made her love again. Like, basically, like, she found love in Dale that she couldn't find since, like, her baby daddy had passed. You know what I'm saying? So, that was one thing that because this auntie that I'm speaking of, this is like my favorite TT. Like, you know, this is like my favorite person in the world, folks. So anything that makes her happy, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that make my auntie happy, I'm happy because she always is since I can remember and stuff. She always took care of me. She always like one of the reasons why I have so much confidence is because of my auntie. Since I can remember, bro, my auntie used to always be like, "Hey, my handsome nephew," like not doing too much, not being weird, but always letting me know, like since I was a shorty, like you handsome nephew. She called me by my middle name. She called me Devariel, and she always let me know from the jump, like don't no females gotta tell you you good, you great, you gonna be great, you on your shit. I'm gonna tell you. My auntie will tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she always lifted me up even as a shorty, bro. I knew I wasn't no ugly shorty because my aunties told me all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gave me the power young so I wouldn't have to go searching for it in other places. You know what I'm saying? And I always loved my aunties for that. You know what I'm saying? And my auntie, my TT that he ended up messing with, she was like such a big proponent in my confidence and like who I am. You know what I'm saying? She raised me, you know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of nights at her houses or cribs, apartments, you know. And so I just always like she just got a special place in my heart, you know what I'm saying? And, he was able to, make her feel better and come into her life at a point in time where she needed that. And like I said, I respected that. I had the utmost respect for Adele for that reasons. And, this was prior to me even knowing like really what he was from, like or like the 063 part of him. This is prior to me even knowing who he was, bro. As far as over there. And when he first got in with my auntie, he ended up trying to reach through me a lot, and my auntie was explaining to me, who he was and where he was from. And me, I'm always like shoo-shooing away from like anything that's a real op stuff. But anything that my auntie love, I love, bro. So, me and Dale have just be around each other. At first, it was a lot of high and by. I breeze through, show my respect to him, and then I just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just who I was at first. I am kind of standoffish with people who like kind of claim the other side, even if you love my auntie. And, at this point, I didn't know how tied in he was to them. Like, I didn't know if he was just a nigga claiming it or if he really one of them folks. So at this point, I'm just, like, assuming, like, you one of they big homies. You probably a nigga I've shot at before or something, Like, I'm thinking at it like that. So I'm really trying to, I respect my auntie and the love that she have for him. And, and what he mean to her at this time. But I'm really still not trying to kick it. You know what I'm saying? So then it turned to like, he'll be like, he was just a kind-hearted dude to the point where like he'd come, he know I get high, he would have some weed, you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, man, try this. He started talking my language, not saying like weed made me warm up to him, but he kind of changed his approach of like how to approach me and how to like get me like to really open up more, just like because he knew like in his heart why I wasn't going more, you know, all out about having a relationship with. He knew because I knew where he was from. So like, you know, he was just like, man, you want to try this out or you want to try this, woo. He'd be always sliding me some, man, or giving me some. And got to the point where I was kind of feeling bad for acting weird to him because he kept like, doing little gestures for where it was like, I'm like, dang, I need to stop acting weird. You know what I'm saying? I need to stop tweaking, folk. So, you know, this one, I don't even know he got a son from there either. You know what I'm saying? I should assume this at this point. So, even though we chopping it up, you know, come smoking. He never smoked. He really never did. He really didn't do too much of anything. But he a sip on something. But he really didn't do too much of nothing. And because he was married, you know, him and my auntie, they was like, I mean, at this point they weren't married, but because they was together, you know, I see him a lot because my mama and my auntie like this. They sisters. So, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm opening up a little more to him, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I still kind of, you know, was like, all right, I rock with him more, but I still got to see if I rock with him all the way. And, you know, slowly but surely, man, through time I get to getting closer with him. He was doing like real cool stuff. Like he was working with Pastor Brooks, even though he was where he from. He working with Pastor Brooks at the church next to O Block every day. So like him and Pastor Brooks was like this, man. Like Pastor Brooks showed a lot of love and contributed a lot to his funeral, man. Like Pastor Brooks a real dude. He don't just talk it. He really putting on for the trench, for the hood, for King Drive. So shout out to Pastor Brooks also, just to, you know, throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the person who made this hoodie too, man. I gotta shout them out. My peoples, man. Gotta shout them out. I gotta shout their pages out. Hold on. I gotta get folks' handles right. Make sure I don't forget it. My nigga Andy, Fulton Gray. His page is GameChanger.Andy on Fulton on Instagram. The page y'all can get this at, _ TG Apparel. _ TG Apparel, man, on Fulton. _ TG Apparel, man. The owner of the brand, GameChanger.Andy on Fulton. GameChanger.Andy. Fulton Gray. But go tap in with bro them. Tell them I sent you, man. If you want to cop one of these hoodies or get up with bro them. This the blue joint. It's the blue joint. This the one I chose, man. This is icy on phone now. But yeah, like Pastor Brooks do a lot of real shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. But you know, Dale, he was very charitable, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, you know, opening up to him, being like, all right, I'm gonna stop being so standoffish. Cause he was doing other stuff, man. Like he was getting my sisters jobs. Like he'd get one of my sisters a job. He was like trying to do things, bro. Like as a uncle, you know what I'm saying? Like he'd be hitting me up like, man, you know, anything you need, I got you, man. I see you got a lot of potential in this and that. And he always tell me, like, even though I'm grown and I feel like I don't want to just be accepting help from people because I don't know what people motives and intentions really be, but he was a charitable dude, man. And some guys just live to help people, and he was one of those type of people. He always used to extend his hand on different topics. And you know, one thing I could say about Dale too was Dale was a tough cookie, man. Like he was just he used to be stuck in his ways so bad about certain things, man, that it's like being stuck between a rock and a hard place a lot of times with him. You know what I'm saying? And me and him used to disagree on a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Not like to the point where we like into it about it. You know, we just had different points of views about like certain things in the culture and the drill culture and what was wrong and what was the way to fix things. We had different views on how to attack certain points and fix certain things in our culture. So it used to like, you know, create a divide between me and him because he was stuck in the ways he felt. Like the thing you would think a guy like me who's a part of it and trying to tell him certain things, be like, you know, he'll be like, all right, you know what, you might be right about that. Boy, that nigga Dale used to be stuck in his ways, for like overstuck in his ways. And you know, like, you know, he'll see me like talking about Melly, or like he knew I had a conversation, and he knew I had a relationship with Melly. So like, you know, because him and my auntie was together, they was family. Our family was merging with his family, bro. So now I'm finding out about his son, FatShawty, and oh, he from over there because I didn't never know of him. I never heard of him before. Like I figured out that was their son. They're like, yeah, he got a son from over there, FatShawty. Da da da. I had never heard of FatShawty. So when he'll be like, they'll be doing like little events and parties and stuff like that, folk, and like you know, like he'll be having like Dale will be having like ops slide over there, like not even on no trolling shit with me, but like trying to link me and them together, thinking like, he'll have like my auntie and him will have a little get together at one of my cousins' crib, and he'll have his son slide, and his son to be with like Cash or something, and they'll be telling me to come, and they'll be telling me to come, and be like, man, yeah, bro. But see me, bro, it's like I was so standoffish, for because I already knew the play. Like I already knew, like I'm trying to do something great. He trying to put us in front of them, me in front of his son. Kumbaya. Make sure we acquainted. Make sure we know we can't be around here playing and trying to fuck over each other. Well, and I was the type of nigga, bro. Like I didn't have to be like Uncle ain't have to tell me don't kill my son. You know what I'm saying? Or don't be into it with my son. Like, out of respect for you and out of respect for my auntie, because this is your girl, I don't want her to see you go through nothing because it's going to affect my auntie. And also, I got my own relationship with you also, Dale, so I don't want that for you to feel through that. So I never be responsible for doing nothing to your son, bro. Like, that was something that was understood. Me and him, I felt like I didn't have to have that conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't care to go and sit in front of your son and shake hands and, you know, mediate the situation to make people feel better. Because in my eyes, I already understood, because we all basically family now, that could never even take place. So I didn't have to go and have a section or a meeting in front of him or do that. I felt like in my heart, I would, because of the situation and because we was family, I just didn't even care for it. You know what I'm saying? And like they'd be having events and I wouldn't be going. But like Mina would go. And Mina would be like, Mina would be there at my cousin's crib where they had them niggas slide, and they'll be like trying to talk it up with Mina. And Mina, she a girl, she gonna like, everybody feel comfortable, she gonna rotate, but you know, she don't really wanna do that either. It's like more of a high, by too. You know what I'm saying? But she was, she'll rotate with him. You know what I'm saying? If they there. So but he was, so I never did that. But I do understand what he was trying to do, and like why he wanted that done, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. Go tap in with GameChanger.Andy. They made this, man. They made this, bro. If you want to go tap in, man, _TG Apparel on IG, man, for the apparel page. If you want to go grab one of these, man, the owner of the brand, Game Changer, at GameChanger.Andy. Shout out to Ryan Crash Dummy, man. Bro just donated. He ain't even had no question. That's what I like, man. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, so, like I said, contrary to a lot of, my trolls' beliefs, I don't just fraternize with ops, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't find that to be appealing on my end, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say contrary to some of my trolls' beliefs, because they just swear that I be opping and playing both sides. I don't like doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the situation I had with Melly, bro, he saved my life. I don't know if he don't do anything but that me and him have that same relationship. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to FatShawty and Dale, I would never hurt FatShawty or let nobody hurt him. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't care to meet up and shake hands and kumbaya to make everybody feel better about something that I already knew I'd never do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Can y'all see me? Because it just said reconnecting for a minute. Is everything all right? Is the connection good? I don't know. Y'all got to let me know in the chat, man, because this shit be... Can y'all hear me? Yeah, this shit finna tweak, man. I'm folding. I don't know what's going on, man. Steady unconnecting or something, folks. But, yeah, you know, then, you know, Dale, he was doing so many different things in the hood, man, like trying to really be a philanthropic person. This is another reason I respected him how I did, because Dale was just like, he was trying to push this stuff forward, man. Dale was trying to get, he had folks in them from O Block. He was finna make albums, folks, and put some of us and some of the ops was on it. Like, he was telling us what he was gonna do, and we was down to do it. Like, he had asked me, I think E-Dog from the O, and it was gonna be like he was putting niggas' songs together with the ops, folks. Like, he was trying to get this done on for them. He was trying to he was trying to get it done. You know what I'm saying? And we was with it. We was down to help him because, you know, niggas love Dale, man. That's something we wouldn't really consider if you was anybody else, but niggas was down to, and niggas was like, he was just a charitable guy, man. Like, he was just pass out plates, you know what I'm saying? And we all respected him, you know what I'm saying? He'll pass out plates on King Drive, man. They have plates at the church. He was feeding people multiple times a week, man. This a motherfucker, bro, who like don't even like walking all day. Like, he a bigger guy, so he like kinda, he wanna sit down and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he's still getting up out his bed every day, getting up and getting active, you know what I'm saying? Got his hand in so many things and wanna do so much, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though his health was always kind of bothering him, I could say. And, that was just one of the things that I remember the most about him. Just a real charitable guy, very philanthropic, he's a man, you know what I'm saying? He stand on his 10, he get the job done, you know what I'm saying? My auntie was damn near just able to be a housewife for the most part. She was doing things she needed to do, man, but she was just able to chill. Like, he took care of home, man. Like, he took care of, like, everything he needed to take care of, man. Like, he was just, he knew the right things, man. He wasn't concerned with outside things. All he cared about was his wife and the things going on in his area. You know what I'm saying? I respect that about him. So, like, I remember when Dale, like, went through the traumatic part of losing his son, man. And, like, it was so sad, bro, because, the whole situation and how that happened. Oh, I got a mod in here, Midwest Mayhem, my boy. I've been waiting on the mod. I ain't been waiting on you, but just I know I ain't none of my mods popped in for. But where was I at, man? When he lost his son, that was so weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that night was so fucked up, and I know it was bad for Dale, man, because it was like a good night that just went bad. You know what I'm saying? It was a good night. It was like Halloween or something like that. It was a Halloween night, Halloween party vibes. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is at a party. You know what I'm saying? And, my sister's there, my cousin's there, his people's there, and he invited his son to come through. His son come through, all him and the ops, they come over there, man. And, like, when they had came, like my family don't know all these niggas, bro. Like my family, the rest of my family that's outside of my auntie, a couple of my cousins and all that. My family don't know these people. They don't know like his son like is a op, or like his hood is a hood that is not for like that don't rock with my hood. That my rest of my family don't know this. All they know is this Dale's son, his friends. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. And like when them dudes came, man, it was just a Halloween party. Everybody was cool, chilling. It was all good, man. They was calling for night. They was calling for, people to slide, people to, come through. They even called me to come through, but of course I wasn't coming through. And I remember, like, basically, not to get into too much of that situation, them niggas started tweaking with each other, man. They was tweaking with each other, man, and somebody that was with Shawty clap Skinny, and somebody that was with Skinny clap Shawty. For them, like, or something like that. On video, it was like some straight phone them smoking phone them shit. On BD, like them niggas ain't. It wasn't even no. Them niggas getting into it with each other, shooting and killing each other, folk. Like, one no back door, one no none. Them niggas tweaked with each other and got on there with each other. Bro, to say the least. I'm not gonna say the story. I don't want to elaborate too much. Them niggas tweaked with each other and they smoked each other. But the thing about that was fucked up with his son was Skinny folk got smoked right there at the place. Skinny got smoked right there, folk. Like, that shit traumatized a lot of my family members, folk. Like, some of my cousins, folk, didn't, like I say, they don't know these niggas, bro. So when this shit happening, like, a lot of my family in that bitch, folk, like, they seeing this shit happen, folk. Everybody seeing this shit happen. So my cousins see this shit happen, folk. Some of my cousins recording this shit, like, everybody got their phones out, folk. Like, everybody got they everybody everybody out there with their phones out of shit on BD. Like, everybody with they got their phones out of shit. My cousins, nigga, recording Skinny dead. Like, bro, they sent that shit to my phone, boy. Like, they sent Skinny to my phone, boy. Like, now y'all know me, I'm a respectful person. That video never got sent to nobody outside of my phone, boy. But in my phone, boy, I got it in my phone. Him stretched, like, in my phone, video, like, his last work, his last, like, man, his last moments. I got it in my phone, video, HD 4K. Like, you could see him face, like, gone, like, folk. Like, I got it on phone, but it's just like I said, I don't want to talk about the story, but I remember, like, it fucked Unc up because FatShawty wasn't dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, FatShawty got shot in a place where he was supposed to survive, like, and, all of that, folks. So FatShawty dying was like a shock, folks. After the situation that happened was a shock. You know what I'm saying? That whole situation was just weird as hell. And then on top of that situation, folks, he thinking his son survived the situation, and his son actually ended up passing, folks. Like, it was some weird shit that happened to FatShawty, folks. Like, FatShawty got shot in a place where he was supposed to survive, folks, and he basically died because I think, like, he was looking for a hospital. If I'm not mistaken, man, it was supposed to have been some shit like he was looking for a hospital, folks. Like, he was trying to look for a hospital, folks. And basically got to the hospital too late. You know what I'm saying? He was riding around, pulled up to a hospital, man. It was an old folks home, I think. So he riding around trying to get to the hospital, man. And basically, by the time he made it, it was just, he lost it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, thinking his son was gonna survive that situation, and then for him to check, it just hurt And I remember, you know, because I said this is my mama's sister husband, and like I remember like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like I we gotta all come together as a family. And cause Dale is our family, bro. Like he not just any nigga. He's our family. He our family, bro. He our family. You know what I'm saying? Like he is a part of our family. We care about how Dale feel and how he gonna go through this. Gotta remember, bro, Dale got dead parents. Like all he got is his children and his siblings, folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is a big loss. And I remember like him going through the motions, and like I said, it's my mama, little sister, husband. So he just really was like seeing me a lot because my mama and my sister is like this. So when he'll go through something, my mama will call my sister will call my auntie will call my mama. You know what I'm saying? And she'll call my mama like, girl, let's come over. You know, let's play some music. You know, pop some bottles, and just have a family like gathering. Cause my mama got a big crib. So my auntie always wanna, you know, when it's time for family vibes to be made, my auntie, I always try to come to my mama crib, you know, to kick it. Like, you know, just to kick it, just to have somewhere everybody could pull up to that's a part of our immediate family and be together. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened, the Fat Shawty uncle was coming to the crib, man. He was coming to the crib. He was coming to the crib. And like when he came to the crib, he was just distraught. And I remember them being like, you know, we all had to come hug him. And, you know, it be so tough, bro, when certain things happen. You know, it's only certain things you can like console somebody over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go through like certain things, certain problems, and people can make you feel better, bro. But when you lose your loved one, your son, people like that, really it get weird when you try to think about what you can say to a person to make them feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really get weird because you don't be knowing how to like, how I make you feel better about losing your son, bro. Like, it's no way to like soften that blow. To, you know, like it's no way to soften that blow, bro. So you get stuck in between, just want to like hug him and tell him you love him, and, you know, not do too much, because nothing you ever can say is gonna be able to make him really feel better, bro. Only thing you can do is try to put him in better spirits for the moment, folks. And I was so sad, folks, because this the time none of us could really make him happy and return the favor to him that he had gave to my auntie. Like, he was making my auntie so happy, folks, and I felt bad in that moment that we couldn't all make him feel as happy as he was making us feel, because he was loving my auntie how he was. You know what I'm saying? And it was just sad, bro, because, you know, like I said, there's no way to soften that blow. So all we can do is try to just, you know, put them in better spirits. And that shit just wasn't really gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we ate, you know, we tried not to even talk about it too much, bro. Like, we just played loud music. You know, there was a little bit of gambling going on. He wasn't doing, he just sitting there listening to music, sipping, you know, just vibing. He an old school. He like a lot of Jay-Z. Me and him used to argue about me and him had a whole concert, y'all. Me and him had a whole concert, bro. I swear to God on my son, I ain't lying, nigga. My auntie see this, I know she go laugh, because I know she remember this night. So me and him used to be having little random little disagreements, like friendly uncle and nephew disagreements. So, you know, one night we in there like, he talking about Jay-Z, man, Lil Wayne the GOAT. He the best rapper ever, woo woo. So now we talking about Jay-Z versus Wayne. Nigga, if you want to know who the best, nigga, go on the song they did together, nigga, on Phone Them, nigga. Nigga, Wayne smoked Jay-Z on Mr. Carter. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? And Jay-Z know that. And we end up going back and forth. I'd say, play your 5 best Jay-Z songs, and we basically doing a verses. I'm playing the top 5, and I ain't even going, y'all know I'm going old Wayne. I'm going Carter 2, Carter 3 Wayne. So he trying to play all this bullshit. He not even playing the real, he playing some shit, but he playing a lot of, if you know Jay-Z songs, like shit like Street Niggas was vibing too, but he could have picked better shit. So I'm smoking his ass. You know, everything on Carter 2 and Carter 3, them might be the best 2 albums ever came out of in the world. I ain't gonna lie. So when I'm playing shit off Carter 2 and Carter 3, and I'm smoking his ass. I ain't gonna lie, I'm smoking his ass. I'm winning the whole crib over. I got everybody rapping shit that they rapping Wayne lyrics. Like, I got the crib rocking off the Wayne. Man, he was stuck in his ways. Boy, I swear to God, it wasn't a song I could have played, folk, to flip that man, folk. But he was stuck on, you know, them older niggas, they gonna take up for Jay-Z to the bitter end, man. They love that fucking nigga, boy. I swear to God. But, you know, like, this was also in the midst of that FatShawty shit. So this was one of the things like we did to, like, you know, I did to like make take Unc off that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was after that. You know, like that whole situation, you know, just how it happened, where it came from, like how everybody was cool, then that happened. Like, so many things like that, bro. It was just a good way to see Unc smile and take his mind off, you know, what he was going through. And it was so crazy, man, because I remember, like, I never went to him and my auntie's wedding. Because, like I said, I just didn't want to fraternize with the ops. Like I used to do shit like this, bro. Like, because of FatShawty was his son. Even though he date my auntie, his son have more of a right to be in his personal space than I have a right to infiltrate their space. You know what I'm saying? Like, because him and my auntie is together. So whatever is a part of him is now a part of my auntie. And, you know, vice versa as far as their own children. But I don't have more of a right to, like, I can't be at his Uncle Dale wedding making his son feel uncomfortable or just being, you know, uncomfortable at his wedding. You know what I'm saying? So I just would be, because I know his son gonna be there, and I don't want to be a distraction, if you will. So because I know his son gonna be there, out of respect of them, and because I want to see everything go right, I wouldn't go. So I missed my auntie wedding because I just didn't want, because I gotta come and I gotta come with my crew. And all I can do is guarantee you I ain't on that. I guarantee you I ain't on that. And I guarantee you I won't, I'm a control my niggas. But sometimes niggas get out of control too. Like, he came, ain't no telling who he would have came with. So they both of them probably seen the wrong op and lost it in the wedding. Like, ain't no telling, for like, sometimes it's gonna be fuck ups, mishaps, and casualties. So I just was under the act like, nah, I never really was like on that, trying to just put myself around his son for. But I remember like seeing my auntie on videos going down the aisle, and she had our uncle. Because my auntie got an uncle. It's her mother's little brother. This is my uncle too, my great uncle. She had him walk her down the aisle. And I remember her coming down the aisle, and she just had this innocent smirk on her face. And, you know, it was like having a kid again, being a kid again. You know, when you a young lady, you know, you all grow up. Everybody grow up one day hoping to have a dream wedding. And Dale had did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, the place he rented was gorgeous. You know, the setting was great. The weather was great. Like, you know, everybody was in attendance. Everybody came out and popped out. So, like, it just, I remember her coming down the aisle and be like, man, damn, like my auntie is so happy. Look at her, like she glowing, fool. Like my uncle that was walking her down the aisle, he was glowing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, that was such a good moment. I just wish I could be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I just wished I could be a part of it, bro. So, like, I was sick in that moment that I couldn't help him with when he was going through what his son went through, because he helped my auntie just emotionally a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just a good husband. She didn't have to worry about a lot of things, women, a lot of things. Like, he was like, he was just that safety net, man. He was a real man. You know what I'm saying? So, when he lost his son, it was kind of, you know, I was sick that I couldn't, make him feel better in that moment. And um, me and Unc had a movie about to come out. Uh, um, his movie name, the movie, it was a documentary. It was called How Drill Killed Our Culture. And he been working on this documentary for a couple years now, you know what I'm saying? And he was building it up, you know what I'm saying? And, one of the things I regret, man, like, me and him was disagreeing about certain point of views he had about his interview. I mean, in his documentary. Like, he was explaining it to me. He wanted me and Mina to be a part of his documentary. And we was down to doing it at first, right? Because this is our uncle. We love him. But, like, when he got to talking to us about it, I ain't gonna lie, some of his views and the ways he was finna speak about drill, it just turned me off, and I didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I was avoiding, you know what I'm saying, and we wasn't speaking. And, man, shout out to Jack604 for the donation. God bless you too, bro. We wasn't speaking because of the views that he had, because I kind of found them offensive. Just to speak on one of the views he had, like he sent me a clip of part of a documentary where he's sitting there talking, and he was talking about like where drill came from, and he like basically said that we had turned like something that started off like as a dance into like something that was negative. He like uh drill wasn't started off as no savage shit. Drill was dance. Drill used to mean dance. And I guess he was referring to like the drill team like dancing in the like parades or something, but like that wasn't what like, that wasn't, those two separate entities, bro. Like not even, let's not make it sound like one term grew into another term or something, bro. It was always two different things. Drill team was never a part of the drill term. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just didn't like that. That was one thing, because I remember being a part of this culture, bro. Like, I don't want us being talked about in ways that don't represent the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to be like, oh, yeah, that came from that, and that didn't come from that, bro. Like, this is my era. Like, I know you from over here, too, but this my era, fo. I'm not going to let you misrepresent something in my era, fo. You know what I'm saying? He was saying something like, and Tony Bands 392 said, you right, I tried to tell Dale that on his live. Like, so I'm not bapping about this then. Like this one thing he was saying, like he was standing on that, and I'm like, no, bro, like that's just something that I ain't gonna let you do. Like I'm not gonna be on there backing that up. You know what I'm saying? Making it seem like that's right. And that was just one of the things, but that was one of the ones that I remember standing out to me the most. And, because of that, we was on good terms, because of course we not beefing over our differences. But at the same time, it kind of pissed me off to the point where, he was calling my phone, man. and he was trying to reach out to me, and I wasn't answering for him, and he died on me. He died on me, man, and you know, it came so quick that I really never got a chance to really even let him know, like, you know, that shit was some little shit, man, and you know, I love you, bro. Like, you feel me? It kind of make me a little sad because, you know, I spent a little time away from him, just avoiding even having talks with him over the phone. He called me a decent amount of times the last couple months of his life. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't answer. I answered at the end, right before he really got really sick, because we talked about something different. But, you know, he just was trying to reach out to me a lot, man, around the time right before he died, and I just was just stuck in my ways because I felt like he was being stuck in his ways. And when I was trying to, like, you know, he was stuck in his ways. So I just, you know, we didn't talk, man, and his health just basically deteriorated. It went from decent to bad to worse to just gone. And I just remember feeling real, you know, shitty about just not getting a chance, like, you know what I'm saying, to even right my wrongs, man. So I just wanted to let y'all know, and to all the people who sitting there holding grudges about any little thing or just being petty about a certain situation, or argument, or disagreement you have with somebody that you really got to be around, or really, you know, that's a part of your group, man, or your family. Just, that shit ain't about nothing, bro. Like, everybody just need to, you know, if it can be discussed or hashed out, man, just, you know, uh make sure y'all can try to hash it out if you can, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, life ain't guaranteed and tomorrow ain't promised to nobody, man. Like, you can think you got the rest of your life to solve some of your issues or reconcile some of the relationships that you have. And, you know, every time you're not gonna get that option. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get that option, man. So don't make the mistake of thinking that you got all the time in the world to just be like, you know what, fuck that shit, uncle, fuck that shit, bro, fuck that shit, cuz, fuck that shit, sus, if you can do it, if you can talk to your peoples, man, and it can be talked about, if everybody ain't too big and stuck in their ways to talk, just hash it out. You know what I'm saying? Um, Real talk show. Shout out to you for the donation, bro. He said, I respect Dale, but how can anyone say the drill culture ruined the right? But Chicago been crazy. I mean, the drill culture did contribute a lot. It's a lot of good. A lot of us got rich off this culture, took care of our families. But a lot came with this, and we lost a lot for this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all good. We benefited, but it ain't all good. So yeah, man, and you know, like when he died, I remember just thinking about a lot of little good things he did, like literally last New Year's or the New Year's before last, man. I remember Unc reaching out to me. He had got a suite. Him and my auntie got a suite at a nice ass hotel. And you know, I already knew I wanted a hotel for that night because you gonna fall in with something. You gonna fall in with somebody on BD. So I end up falling in, folks. I end up falling in for with the little I end up falling in with these little bitches, folks, on PD. I'm to my little bit. Damn, I shouldn't even said that. What the fuck was I even talking about, bro? I done cursed and just threw me off. I forgot what I was talking about, man. What was I just saying, chat? I just lost my train of thought cursing and shit, man. Um, oh yeah, so he got my auntie a suite. Okay, I got it. He got him and my auntie got a suite, folks. Uh, him and my auntie got a suite, DT, and my uncle, folks, he got me a suite. He got me a room down there, folks. And I remember like telling him, he like, man, the room gonna be like 400, woo, woo, woo. him and my auntie got like a real like some real like, all right, this a real suite. They got the front room. He got all this. They had a big suite. But he got me a nice-ass room for it. It wasn't a suite, but it was a nice-ass room for it. End up came out to like 4 something. And when he got me the room, you know, I'm thinking like he gonna ask me for the bread when I get there, shit like that. Cause I told him I was coming. He like, man, if you coming, I'm gonna grab you a room in the same hotel me and your auntie got. But if you ain't coming, I ain't gonna grab it. I'm telling him I'm coming. I'm telling him I'm coming. So I was somewhere else, folks, at a party, and we was having a New Year's party. And I ended up leaving that party because I told him, I'm like, I have my uncle give me this room, I'm going. I ain't even going. I'm going, folks. So I went, got up with Aunt and Auntie. They was there. It was me and my cousin. Me and bro, we went, and we had 2 motherfuckers coming there with us. Like, they met us there, too. You know what I'm saying? So me and cuz, we went to the room because it was a double bed. But it was a nice-ass double bed room. And, you know, we just, you know, we did what we did on phone now. Like, we did what we did. And I remember, like, when he died, I would just remember thinking about that. Like, damn, fool, he got me that room. He ain't have to do that, fool. Like, you feel me? Because I know he had already spent however much money he spent, fool, on his room and his suite. Then, folk, the nigga crazy had all the bottles in there, folk, and never really drunk no bottles. Before I come in there, he give me 2 bottles. Like, bro, take these with you. It's like he just like giving away shit, giving away money at this point, folks. Like, and you know, I remember thinking about that when he died, man. Like, damn, for he ain't have to do that for me. For like, even in death, for like, he still taking care of me. It's one thing I love about Muslims. They take care of the Muslims even in the afterlife. My auntie just brought me these books. These books is books that he was finna give to me before he died, man. They was in his basement. He had them for me. And he just, you know, he was kind of lazy. So if they was in his basement, he knew they was in the basement, but he never went in the basement to get them for me. So, and when he died, my auntie brought me these. Well, she just brought them to me. Because she was just cleaning out the crib and going through stuff and all that, man. And she called me the other day like, I got your books that he was finna give you. And, you know, because Dale was a Ak. He was Muslim. He had a lot of Muslim books. What Muslim is all about. This was his book, The Daily Hadith. Of course, the Quran, he gave me he had multiple of these. He had these. The Holy Quran. The one that this go left to right. This go, yeah, left to right. The Global Messenger. Islam top 50 of questions. He was already gonna have these for me. My auntie brought these to me, man. So these is like always. Now I got a part of him. Man. The Art of War. My PO box. Shout out to Man Boss 52 Gaming too, man, for the donation. My PO box, I think it's gone. I got a location that you can send them to, man. Just DM me on Instagram or something. Yeah, but he got all these books, man. So now I'ma always have a part of Dale, you know what I'm saying, with me. Because he left me these and he was gonna give me these before he died. So now I always got a part of bro with me. He's still making sure I stand on my deen even in the afterlife, man. Yeah, but man, yeah, he was just a good dude, man. Like, he was a good guy. And he had made my auntie feel so great, man. Like, that it kind of saddened me, you know what I'm saying? And to see him go like that, man, and just to see, like, you know, when you die and you just, like, bro, watching somebody' health just deteriorate and just get worse and worse, it sucks. Like, it's weird to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could watch somebody be a certain size, have a certain facial features, and you can just watch their health just drift away. You know what I'm saying? And the doctors, this is my auntie. They're married, bro. So everything that's wrong with him, like my auntie having to sign things, like, like he might, things that, like, things for him not to make it, like what to do. And like she going through a lot, man, receiving a lot of bad news, bro. And these weeks and weeks leading up to him dying eventually was just the worst weeks, man. He's probably like, bro, I'm telling you, they'll health deteriorated, man. Probably within like a month and a half or two. Like, man, he was in my mama living room or dining room, bro, in a chair, having drinks, chilling, and talking shit to me 60 days ago. And now, you know, he's just gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit be weird, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just make you sit back and reflect, man. Like, cause like that was one of those type of situations. Like, Dale nigga just was in my mama front room in January and February, bro. Like, he was just the life, man. He come in, you know what I'm saying? He the life of the party, man. And, well, not the life of the party, but he just, one of the spark plugs, man. He come in showing love. Every time my mama had some at the crib, he always was the one. He got liquor. He gonna help with the food. He gonna help with everything, man. He gonna try to help and extend his hand in any way. You know what I'm saying? He always one of the first to show up for his family and one of the last to leave. You know what I'm saying? So to be having rap battles with him 65 days ago, and then just, like him being gone, it just was sad, bro. Like, it's a very weird thing just sitting in the chair that he used to sit in, or just sitting, going to my mama's house and sitting in that room where we used to be, and just be like, damn, and my auntie and my mama so close, bro. Like, my mama that's her baby sister, bro. She the baby. My mama the oldest, so now my mama been trying to just, be there for her big sister. So my auntie been going over to my mom's house, and we'd be at my mama's house trying to drink, play, music and kick it, and, console my auntie, because this my TT, folks. Like, we want her in the best spirits as possible. So, it's weird because, like I said, my auntie kind of went through this already. I already watched my auntie go through the drama of losing, like, the nigga she with, and Dale got her back after losing that guy that she lost, my uncle, which is her baby dad. She lost him, and Dale picked up the pieces of her broken heart, and he fixed it, folks. And she just had to go through that again, man. Basically, the same thing all over again. Different reasons, but the same heart attack based heart problem type of thing. It's just bad. So, just real sad for my TT. I don't know if a lot of y'all been on here since the beginning of the video, but like I mentioned, this not just a auntie that I just grew up with in the hood that was close to me that I just called my auntie. This lady is a lady who, like, this my mama's baby sister. This is my blood auntie. Since birth, she been there. My auntie played a big part in who I am today. The amount of confidence that I have in myself is a lot of reasons because of my TT. My TT used to tell me every day she see me, You handsome, my handsome ass nephew. You gonna have all the hoes. Whatever she had to tell me, she just always boosted me up. She never put me down. And growing up, you know, you never really know how much that played into you as when you grow older, but you eventually, when you get older, you realize that I never took no from I never the reason I got the confidence I have to go and talk to females or go out and chase my dreams. That confidence is a direct correlation with um my TT. Um so you know this was something that I really hated to see her go through. Shout out to Jack for the donation. He said I seen a video with FBG Cash and your sister. Was you cool with FBG Cash too? No. Um, and did you still consider Duck an op at the time it's passed? I mean, Duck is an op because he is an op where he from. Well, did I consider him an enemy? Is a different question. But no, you didn't see Mina being cool with Cash. Which I spoke on earlier. Dale used to have them niggas coming around like FatShawty. My family, he and my family, him and my auntie would throw some type of kickback a party, and you know it'd be a lot of my family there, and he would have his son come. And a lot of his times, his son would be with Cash. And because this is my auntie event, also my sisters are popping up to show their respects to my auntie, and they there. So it'll be at a lot of things. At certain times, it'll have Cash around my sister Mina. But no, is she fraternizing and doing all that? No, couldn't even say she's cool with. She was cool with Cash. She just had to be around him on different times because the corners was close. My boy Real Talk show back. Prayers to your auntie. I know that shit hard, bro. I watched my grandma go through that when she lost my grandpa, and they played it out real strong. But you know, deep down inside, they hurting. Yeah, facts, bro. Like that's real facts. You know what I'm saying? And it just get tough. You know what I'm saying? Even for me, just trying to, you know, like that. Like I said, bro, it's my TT. Like I don't never want nothing like making her feel no way or making her feel down or anything that contribute to hurting her. Like I'm mad at Dale for dying on my auntie, bro. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you, like, cause you hurt her. You hurt her when you leave her, which means you hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Cause she hurt. You know what I'm saying? I hate that he died, and I hate that he died on my auntie even more. You know what I'm saying? Because she needed him. But you know, he was a good dude, and his legacy is long, man, and his funeral was great. A lot of BDs, GDs, a lot of people came out for Dale. And, you know, because he was so loved, everybody got a chance to celebrate him one last time. The repast, everybody was together. We all had blue balloons. We released them for him. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we all came together one last time and sent them off the right way. You know what I'm saying? His funeral was right next to Old Block, and his repast, we all had his repast at my people's crib, and we released balloons at my people's crib, and I made a joke when the balloons released, man. We all released the balloons. 3, 2, 1. I love you, Dale. Everybody released their blue balloons, right? All the balloons flew in the air, and they all went to the right. I say, yeah, that nigga on some GD shit, even in the afterlife. Everybody started laughing. I mean, all his balloons went straight to the right. That nigga on some GD shit, even in the afterlife. Everybody started laughing and shit on BD. And, you know, I liked that because I was able to make everybody smile and laugh, you know, for Dale one last time, because that's what he used to do, too. You would laugh and smile being around there. So yeah, man. Shout out to all my fans, you know, for tapping in with me, man. It's 5:05 in the morning. Finna have to pray soon, so it was nice being on here with y'all, making the time go by, man. All my ox, I hope y'all having a prosperous. I hope y'all having a prosperous Ramadan. Shout out to everybody that support me, bro. Jack, shout out to Jack for the donation. He said, I felt when you said every op ain't equal, for sure. Jack said, damn, was Jarrow City at his funeral? Nah. Fan Solo said, I'm glad you didn't let the hater see you back to hibernating again. I guess that's what you said. Nah, the haters ain't gonna see me back to hibernating, bro. But yeah, shout out to all my supporters, man. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with me, man. Shout out to my trolls, man. You know, I know y'all probably gonna try to flip the certain things that I say, certain things, try to make it say to other things. But I guess, you know, part of being trolled and, you know, being hated is, you know, just, that's part of being loved. That's what come with it. So, you know, shout out to all my fans, supporters, and the ones that love me. Shout out to my trolls and the people who hate me too, man. I guess that's just a part of being loved. RP BigDale, RP his son, FatShawty. I hope you sleeping tight, Unc. We missing you down here. My auntie missing you every day. You left her with a broken heart, man. But I'm gonna try to pick up the pieces. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to my mods that came through, man. Midwest Mayhem been doing work all night. Shout out to my nigga Will of the Most High. Came through late, man. He always show up, man. I think y'all was the only two mods that was woke. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to everybody, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, you know. And again, if you want to cop this hoodie, man, at GameChanger.Andy, Andy, on IG, man. If you want the brand page, at _TG Apparel on IG, man. Tell them I sent you, man. You can get this hoodie amongst other things on bro website, man. I'm going to put the @ names of the people I'm rocking in the description of these videos and these lives, man. So if y'all didn't make out what I was saying verbally, I'm going to have they @ names and they Instagram handles and social media handles in the description, man. Y'all hit that like button. This is Story Time with Take Upon, and I'm going to tap in with y'all next time. Peace.